My dear friends, the IV International Congress will start very soon, and as you know, it will be held online. And that we have prepared for you, for our viewers and participants, delegates, speakers, seems to remain a little behind the scenes. And today we would like to introduce you to the entire work of the Congress, to what the inner part of it filled with. What you will see today at 11 o'clock will already be realized, and I would like to tell you a little about what is filled with. We have numerous videos running all over the floor that leads to the pit of the first hall, where the Theosophical International Congress will begin, which is dedicated, as you already know, to the day of the foundation of the Theosophical Society, and today we are celebrating the anniversary of this society. Here we are in the hall, in the front of the main hall. Here we have prepared, first of all, registration, where all our delegates were to come. What is the reason of that kind of work? We have registration lists. A lot of participants registered for the Congress, but unfortunately they were not able to arrive. But nevertheless, we will welcome everyone, and we are waiting for you all. Every speaker who will speak today from foreign countries, from Russian Federation, will receive a speaker's certificate. Those who will be in our hall today will receive it personally, and we will send the certificates in electronic forms to all the speakers who will be online by email. The book of reviews passes up from the Congress to Congress. Participants write their opinions, impressions, congratulations, and this is very, very important for us. Look, we have a book expedition in the lobby at the entrance of the main hall, and this is a new project for the Theosophical Congress. It is due to the fact that publishers have started contacting with us so as to present their books and new publications to the Congress delegates. Our colleagues from the Ukraine sent to the exhibition the book The Directions of the Way by William Judge. In a beautiful execution, I think it will please not only the participants of the Congress, but also who are interested in esoteric and theosophical works. Amrita Rus Publishing House has prepared a collection of articles by William Judge in a collaboration with Colloquial Publishing House Kemerovo. And The Secret Doctrine by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. This book is unique. It is the Würzburg manuscript of 1885-1886. The text was captured during this period, and now the editors published this book, which made us very happy. Theosophy and Kabbalah is also presented here at the Theosophical Congress. The book tells about interesting, simple, and it is very impressive. And certainly we will come to the main work that is presented today in the book's expedition. That is a collection book, a 2-volume book, a new one, which was released quite recently by the international publishing house Stars of the Mountains. It is The Secret Doctrine. Of course, I would like to show you what an amazing publication is this. This is a soft vinyl cover, beautiful paper, beautiful font. 2 volumes of The Secret Doctrine are placed in a very beautiful and special hard box. This is indeed a real collector's edition of 2 volumes of The Secret Doctrine by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. It is remarkable that these 2 volumes, prepared by the publishing house Stars of the Mountains, correspond to the Riga edition of 1937. And you know that this publication was prepared by Helena Voronezh herself. A unique book by Vladimir Bakanov, Eternity Time of Gods, the developed system, a method of studying the secret doctrine of Helena Blavatsky. These are the author's text, and many diagrams and tables are presented at the end of the book, all in colorful chromatic version. The book is very valuable for learning and studying the secret doctrine. It will be very useful for everyone. We're happy to present it at the expedition. And of course, I'd like to say something about the Albatross Publishing House. You all know that the International Theosophical Publishing House Albatross was opened quite recently. Theosophists of India, the Philippines and Russia worked on this project. And now the first copies of the magazine have been published. The first magazine published by the International Theosophical Publishing House Albatross is the popular science magazine Theosophical Vector. It is not only in electronic form, it is printed in excellent printing with a wonderful design. The editorial board that worked on the layout is Luke Michael Ironside, Theosophist from the Philippines, Diana Kretso, Olga Isaeva, Alexander Kuleshov, and Valeria Kretso. This team worked to collect reports from theosophists and scientists all over the world and put them in one collection of Russian and English versions. What makes this magazine unique? For the first time in one collection we can view and read reports of theosophy and theosophical works, not only Russian theosophists but also foreign ones. This magazine is published in Russian and English. Of course, we hope that the next Congress of 2021 in Sochi will be real, offline, and you will be able to buy these magazines. The Albatross Publishing House has also prepared a collection of poems by the participants of 2019 Poetry Contest, dedicated to Helena Blavatsky. It is also available in an electronic version. All the poetic works of the authors are collected here, and you can get acquainted with the winner of this competition. An album of participants of the art exhibitions was also published. These are the artists who took part in the contest in 2019. All the paintings are collected in one album. You can get acquainted, see how many paintings, what a variety of colors, and children's works are presented in this collection. The collection also includes sculptures. This exhibition of works by sculptors who participated in 2019 exhibition and a unique stone, the Kalachakra Mandala, is also here. It's a beautiful album. Special issue of the Journal of the Congresses. It so happened that at the end of each Congress, and 3 years ago in a row, the Congresses were held in St. Petersburg. We published magazines there, and following the results of the First International Theosophical Congress, a collection of unique materials of reports of all participants, a round table, the whole course of events, interviews, and everything that the Congress was filled with is captured in this publication. Following the results of the Second International Theosophical Congress in St. Petersburg, the journal continues to present the entire course of the Congress in the same format. And our pride. This is a magazine based on the results of the Third International Theosophical Congress. The Albatross Publishing House has already published this magazine. Here are the materials not only of the speakers who presented their theosophical works, but especially I would like to mention the materials of the round table, published in 2 languages in this magazine, which capture the discussion of the first stanza Dzyan, the second shloka. A very interesting research material. Special attention of the book expedition is paid, of course, to the publication of the book Kalachakra Tantra. Well-known sinologist, a specialist in Tibetan culture, Elena Sanjayevna Delikova-Parfyanovich, issued the 3rd book, which is a translation and transcript of sacred Tibetan texts, and that all of us waiting for. Look at the volume. This book is 3 times larger than the second and the first. There are not only Tibetan terms, but also a glossary. It is also a unique interpretation of Tibetan texts that were first issued in the world. This is a scientific publication. Of course, this is a feat of Voronezh and Evgenia Parfenovich, which will remain for those researchers who seek to understand the truth. Today we have prepared the gifts for our winners in 2020 contest. We have 2 winners of the art competition because there are 2 age categories, children and adults. For children, of course, there is a special gift in addition to the book Kalachakra Tantra, which we give to all the winners, or with autograph of the author's wishes. This is an artist's kit. The winner gets a diploma, but now it's a secret. The names of the winners will be heard for the first time at the award ceremony. The book Kalachakra Tantra is waiting for its winners. We, of course, will send everything to everyone by mail, and we congratulate everyone on this event. And now we are going to the main hall, where the main action of the 4th International Congress will take place. This hall is prepared for all delegates and participants of the Congress. And let it be now that they are not here, and they are online, but nevertheless, everything is prepared as if you now come in to the main hall Peter I in Voronezh city center, Ramada Plaza. And of course, the first thing that meets us is an exhibition of our beautiful artists. As you know, this year more than 200 paintings were submitted for the competition. This is a very large volume, and 100 paintings passed the first selection. Then there was the second stage, and only 56 of the best authors' works are presented at the exhibition of the International Theosophical Congress. Here, the age category is both adults and, what is especially pleasing, the age category of children, who, for the 3rd season, draw pictures on the theosophical themes, a variety of styles, colors, and at the same time, a very deep understanding of their topic. They are working with striking. This topic is very complex. The theme of the 4th Congress, cosmogenesis, anthropogenesis, theogenesis, but nevertheless, children are fluent in the expression of their creativity. And what a variety of paintings! Of course, in the period of preparation of the opening of the Congress, we will not show you which picture won. It's a secret. And we are moving to the exhibition of Alexei Leonov, who presented his sculptures today. These are the sculptures from the exhibition Lights of Humanity. Here we see those who put their work into the evolution of human consciousness. These are Leo Tolstoy, Socrates, Apollonius of Tyana, Leonardo da Vinci, and many others, and of course, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. We also see large sculptures of Nicholas Roerich, Helena Ivana Roerich, and the central one, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, the founder of Theosophical Society, and of course the main character of the entire Theosophical movement. Alexei Leonov is already a famous person in the art world. He is the author of monuments to Yuri Gagarin, Mikhail Lomonosov, and Tsiolkovsky. A bust of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky is located at the UN headquarters in New York, Chennai, India, in Northern Netherlands. And we are happy to work with him, and every year he pleases us with his sculptures. We continue and watch the exhibition of all these beautiful 56 works. And here is the main platform from which the broadcast will go. A huge screen where you will see all the speakers and all the presentations during the Congress. You can see the inscriptions on the tables. Of course, this is a kind of navigation for speakers who could come to this hall and stay here with us. But the situation is such that in these conditions only a few will be online, And nevertheless, it seems that all the speakers are here and working together with us, and everything will start soon. We have several plasmas in the hall, which are on the walls of this large hall, and here they will broadcast everything that goes on the main screen. The main screen will display the entire main course of events. These are the speakers, their presentation, and all that fills the Congress. The presentation of the Kala Chakra Tantra, the round table of the secret doctrine, the book of the third millennium, the award ceremony for the winners of the competition, the presentation of diplomas of Theosophical societies, and much more. And this is the author's podium, which is specially installed for the Congress. I would like to pay special attention to the new portrait of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. Color computer graphics were made out by our partner from Spain, José Sanchez, and he gave us this electronic copy, and the portrait was printed on canvas. The handmade frame with here are the main theosophical symbols, the ones that contain the seal of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, the tetragrammaton symbol, the six-pointed star, where two triangles are intertwined. Every detail was cut separately. The frame is white, and I think you all know that is a color of purity, beginning and ending at the same time. It all starts with white, and of course, it frames a beautiful portrait of Helena Petrovna. And here's the live composition that will watch the entire course of the Congress. On the screen and on the plasmas, we'll have several electronic lines. Today and tomorrow we have 7 translators working with us in Zoom. English-speaking participants can get to the YouTube channel and hear the English translation. Russian-speaking participants get to the YouTube channel where is the live broadcast, and they will hear only the Russian translation. That is how technically very diverse and difficult it was to prepare this Congress. We only have 3 computers connected into Zoom, 2 computers connected to sound, 2 computers connected to live broadcast, and so on. Putting it all together, it's very difficult. This is the first technical and organizational experience of such a combination of offline and online formats and translators. And I would like to dwell on this point again. You all know that in January 2020, the global project competition of Russian cities for the right to host the International Theosophical Congress was implemented. What does it mean? First, there has never been such a social experiment of interaction between theosophists and society. There was more than 15 cities in the Russian Federation, and 9 of them entered the final and competed for the right to host the Congress. For the first time, an open popular vote was held, and during the preparation period, unique methodological materials and documents were developed. Evaluation criteria, questionnaires, and regulations for the competitions of Russian cities were developed. An expert council of 8 lodges of the Theosophical Society of Russia was created. 9 cities entered the final, and the city of Voronezh won. And so here we are. In 2020, we are holding the International Theosophical Congress in the winning city of Voronezh. 2021 is the city of Sochi. 2022, Nizhny Novgorod. 2023, the 7th Theosophical Congress will be held in the city on the 7 hills. This is Moscow. Dear friends, we will start very soon. Technical tests and rehearsals will start soon. We don't say goodbye. We are waiting for you at 11 o'clock. Good luck to everybody. We will be in touch with you and on such a significant day. See you at the Congress.